YouTube. What going on, YouTube? It's your boy 23, man. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's lock the fuck in. I'm not gonna be here too much longer because this motherfucking video that we finna watch next is already 26 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got the rapper who killed 11 people, Bloodhound Lil Jeff. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Lil Jeff. We saw how he blew up. He was known for doing this and that. Look, fuck all that. Go get you some motherfucking money. Go get you some motherfucking money. Because if you ain't getting no motherfucking money, what the hell is you doing? Go get you some motherfucking money, twin. Twin, go get you some money. Don't be flexing on these niggas neither, man. Go get you some motherfucking money, man. Go get you some motherfucking money. Cause once you get you some motherfucking money, you can go get you some honey. You can go get you... See, this when I put this shit up. This when I put this motherfucking money up. This is exactly when I put this motherfucking money up when I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this motherfucker.
And has always mattered in hip-hop. If you say something, there's a sense that you need to be able to say it verifiably, but it seems like this is only unique to rappers. After all, it's not like anyone asked Freddie Mercury of Queen, Tom Jones, or Johnny Cash if they really killed people when they claimed they caught bodies on songs. Yet, in the warped world of drill music, the more dirt you do, the more lucrative your rap career becomes. However, there's two sides to becoming infamous. Because while it may bring you success in the short term,
hold on, we gotta restart this motherfucker right here.
The variety of being a famous shooter makes you an even bigger target in the streets, and might mean that you aren't around to savor the work you put in to make your life better. And for this Chi-Town gangster, he was too far gone to ever be redeemed. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the horrifying story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, the drill rapper who took out 11 people before passing on in just as violent a fashion himself. Raised by a single mother in Chi-Town, Jeffrey Harris never had it easy. In fact, he was almost capped inadvertently at the age of 14 when his house was shot up due to his older brother's own gang ties. Meanwhile, his father, who wasn't around, allegedly had ties to 068 C Block. Hailing from 79th Street and Maryland Avenue on the east side, this is Black Disciples territory. And eventually, Jeff threw caution to the wind when his dreams of basketball were over.
I was 16. I was trying to play basketball, but that's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 was when I was realizing this shit real. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Cause you know, after that point, it's like once you don't make that team, it's over.
Left with no direction, he soon found himself in the waiting arms of
no bullshit. Once you don't make the 16, like once you 16,
founded in 2015.
Once you like 16-ish, and then you playing sports and shit, and you don't make the team that you trying to make. Hey, look, my nigga, you better go on that block and start selling a little rock because ain't no bitch gonna be trying to suck your cock. This shit done damn froze.
Shoot of gangs known as Braindead and Drill City 079, Lil Jeff swore allegiance to the Bloodhound crew when he hopped off the porch at the age of 18. Pitted against enemies like BKN, Trap City, 800, and the 8-Tray Mob among others, Jeff put the same level of dedication he once gave to his hoop dreams.
Hey look, I know this video 30 minutes long, but my nigga, please, let's get through this shit. Let's get through this shit, please.
To terrorizing his ops. From his earliest days as an affiliate, he flagrantly waved guns, bragged about robberies, and insisted he wasn't scared of anyone.
I'm gonna show y'all who just got his ass cooked. That nigga I'm mad. It wasn't him, but it was another. I'm gonna show y'all, look. First he had on. It's him right here. Ooh, I see his head. He ain't had none of this shit.
What a burst was that?
Man, look, we exposing this nigga, cuz his ass was fucking.
Show that dick. Come here.
We got an AP already, Scone.
I'm having a way in Chicago, Illinois.
Now we got another road.
Hey man, get them people they shit back. Sight.
Them niggas should never been trying to kick it down Atlanta Green. That's it, $10. That cost him his whole hustle career. Everything he worked hard for, it cost lost out.
However, in a world where some individuals do this without having any genuine commitment to the cause, this certainly wasn't the case with Lil Jeff. In fact, he didn't even seem to care if he got imprisoned, considering he literally attempted a drill on IG Live.
Tell that bitch tweet.
This nigga going on drills on IG Live, twin.
Despite his young age and lack of experience, Jeff quickly became a key player in the gang.
The
turning
hell?
point came when his close confidant Z-Money was taken out in what was believed to be a backdooring hit. This killing shattered a decade-long truce between Bloodhound and Trap City, igniting an all-out war. For Jeff, this was a pivotal moment, the point where he officially declared open season on his enemies.
I'm taking to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners, folks.
What you mean you can't work with no beginners, bro? I want to go to killing school too. I just want to see what it's like. I want to be cool like them. They cool. They got the watches and all this and the chains, and I can't go to the school. Hold on. What the fuck is you looking at, my nigga? Yes, you. Bitch ass nigga.
You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, cause y'all know why I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything, you gotta have 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat, and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking.
Within a matter of months, Jeff would allegedly rack up 10 bucks.
I don't want to go to the class no
his
more.
grim milestone with a tattoo. Some of their identities are still debated, with names like Lil Gutta from Hit Squad, Clay and Crew from A-Tray, and a 33-year-old known as Black from the Evans Mob, frequently mentioned by so-called Chiracologists. However, there are some that Jeff did his utmost to prove that he did, while stopping short of handing himself to the cops. First off, there was the murder of Trap City's Leal. In June of 2023, Leal got into a lift on the 1300 block of West Taylor in Little Italy when Bloodhound pulled up and unleashed gunfire, leaving him dead on arrival at the hospital. In the aftermath, the driver Robert Smith opened up about the horrendous attack.
Smith says he hit the gas when someone standing outside of the car started shooting. He rushed going to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
I was running stop signs at intersections to get away. So at one intersection, I had to stop because there was a car coming through, and then I turned to him and said, "Hey, I'm going to take you to the hospital." And he said, "Okay." Then the next time I stopped, I had to stop at a light because there was 2 cars coming through the intersection, so I couldn't run it immediately. And I looked back then, and he wasn't moving anymore.
Although no arrests were officially made, Lil Jeff hopped online immediately to claim responsibility.
Go ask my ops that Michael Drake put shit in park. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake, his ass ain't making fuck. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake, his ass ain't get out that car. You know that? I was right there, you know that?
And from there, he continued to antagonize his foes by reenacting the scene for his own amusement.
Go, bitch, we set shit up. When I ran up on that car, his ass was up and he...
While this brutal crime cemented his reputation, his most infamous act came on January 26th, 2024, the double murder of 2 high school students, who by the name of Montario Monty Williams and Robert Lowell Boston, which were both members of rival gang BKN. Reportedly, the tensions were prompted by an attempted robbery that he escaped.
Have someone ever tried to take like some of your belongings from you?
Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. A nigga did run off on me before. I will tell you that. Niggas did what they did.
What, he zeroed you on the move or something?
Yeah, basically.
That happens to the best of us, brother. We know I've been finessed.
Yeah, his ass ran off and it wasn't about shit.
We didn't know I've been finessed, bro.
It's a little shit.
That's what comes with the streets.
Shit wasn't about nothing at all. I'm talking about at all.
Believing BKN to be responsible, Lil Jeff swore to get his revenge. On that fateful day in 2024, Monty and Lil Rob were outside Innovations High School when masked assailants hopped out and let off shots. After they were both hit multiple times in the chest, Monty and Lil Rob died at 17 and 16 respectively. These killings shocked Chicago in terms of both the scale of the broad daylight assault and the age of the victims.
Under this CTA elevated platform near Wabash and Washington in the Loop, where police say 2 teen boys, a 16 and 17-year-old, both students at Innovations High School, were shot and killed. Fear piercing through the busy midday.
We was supposed to get out of that for 12:50, and then they started shooting. They was like, can't nobody go in, can't nobody come out.
It happened shortly before 12:30 this afternoon. Police say 6 students were walking out of the school after classes were dismissed when a car and SUV, both dark in color, pulled up.
A group of individuals exited said vehicles, fired multiple times, striking 2 of the teenage students of Innovations High School.
But for Jeff, it was just another thing for him to boast about.
I feel if I get mad enough, the shit will start happening. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go after that one. Poof. I came back.
Interested in...
We heard about that, Joan. You know what I'm saying? He said, poof. Poof. Gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. If you want to these nigga, I feel bad for your bitch ass. Because these niggas coming to get your ass. I heard about these niggas. They took his watch.
Them niggas though.
You know what I'm saying?
In his newly launched rap career, Lil Jeff made reference to turning Za into Za.
So is that the key to all this shit, man? That's what I'm starting to get at. Is that the key to all this shit? Go catch a couple bodies. Take a nigga watch. Go in the studio, make a song. Let them know that you killed the niggas, and then let them know that you took the nigga watch. And then you gonna be up millions. Is that the method to this shit? Cause if that's the method, I'ma catch ya. I'll be back. Cause if that's the method, goddammit, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm not ready to go do that shit. I'm in a whole new state with, I don't even have ops out here. You feel me? I don't even got ops out here, cuz. I could go back to VA. You know what I'm saying? I don't got ops out there, but there's some niggas that we don't connect together. You know what I'm saying? And I can maybe, but it's like, why would I do that? You know why? They not getting no money. You feel me? They not getting no money. So there's no point even risking my life like that. You know what I'm saying? It's no point, bro. It's no point, bro. I guess I'm gonna just be a lame YouTube ass nigga, man.
Monty.
I guess. I'll take it.
Suddenly, Jeff became a rising name in Chicago, and as he transitioned into music, his notoriety only fueled his buzz. But with his growing legend came an ever-expanding list of enemies. While he's often recognized as a rapper, it's important to note that Lil Jeff's music career was incredibly short-lived. His earliest tracks like Can't Beat Us only surfaced about 2 years ago, but with his name now carrying weight both in the streets of Chicago and on Reddit as an active shooter, his Stepping in Blood mixtape soon got immensely popular. Soon enough, he was getting calls for interviews where he became cryptic about the exact activities he was up to on the streets.
Cause they said Bloodhound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies. I said, okay, well he can't be in the rack then. This nigga must be, you feel me? In the UK. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to get to know the Bloodhound Lil Jeff story today. Can you start by telling us where you from?
Chicago, you know, east side of Chicago. East side of Chicago.
However, it's clear that he leaned into the image whenever he got the chance.
So, okay, so you got this reputation, man. You got this crazy reputation.
Shit.
Feel me? How do you move through Chicago? Do you feel like you probably got a target on your back?
Yeah. Nah, these niggas scared me. I'm outside every day, they ass ducking. I never see people on live dropping my low, showing their ass where I'm at. We be outside every day. I be from up everywhere you could think of.
Soon, Lil Jeff's legend continued to expand, with speculation growing that he wasn't solely active in Chicago. In both his own music and that of his allies like Lil Scoom, there were lyrics hinting at him and Q50 operating as hitmen.
It's wild. And then the even more crazy thing about Jeff and Q50 is that, you know, allegedly they were doing hits for money in another city. So there's a whole bunch of lyrics that they've got talking about I'm in Milwaukee taking hits for hits for paper, doing hits for change. And only since my documentaries came out, there's been a new theory on Reddit that there's basically was a triple homicide in Milwaukee that people are saying, yo, this is the one where Jeff and Q50, they were paid to kill one guy and they ended up killing 3 guys. And then there's a bunch of lyrics where Jeff and Q50 have these little bars where they're talking about my first hit was a 2 for 1. I'm in Milwaukee doing hits for the change. My first hit wasn't a regular hit. It's actually crazy. These guys are taking it to a whole nother level, and you can tell that they idolize Von.
As wild as it sounds, this theory was backed by Jeff appearing in Milwaukee rappers' music videos, along with artists like K-Rax paying tribute to him on Instagram.
Free bass for life.
Although he believed the city was beyond saving, Lil Jeff insisted that no matter how much success he gained as a rapper, Chicago was the only place for him as long as he had unfinished business.
How can we make Chicago a better place?
You can't. This shit up. Yeah, that's how. What you could do for now is just mind your business and just that's it. Just stay in your own lane. That's all you could do. But it's up. I ain't this shit up. You just gotta get the fuck on. If you can
it ain't no saving that shit. After niggas done, my fault. If y'all feel like I'm just watching, I'm watching this shit too. I'm interested. I told y'all, when I watch the Chicago shit, I'm just interested, cuz it's just interesting to see how these niggas can grow up, get all these switches and all these, take niggas watches, take niggas chains, you know what I'm saying? Cause this shit is normal, but it's not normal. It's not supposed to be normal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting to watch. So if y'all see why I'm not talking too much, you see why I'm interested just like y'all. But to what the video is talking about right now, it's like, it ain't no saving this shit, twin. Especially out there, like, niggas is dying every day, B. And imagine you grew up with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Sandbox, you in 3rd, 2nd grade, 1st grade, you growing up down there. When y'all children, y'all parents probably know each other and shit. Y'all growing up together, you know what I'm saying? Your mama might be your best friend, your mama might be best friend with his mama. Or you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Y'all growing up and shit like that. Y'all in Chicago and then this nigga died. By some niggas that you went to school with that you know. You think I'm finna just be like, oh nah, fuck it. He's gone, like, it's nothing I'm on the same shit. And then one of their other homies died. And then one of their homies died. Then this nigga died. Then you died. Then your homies gonna try to get, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just, and it's like, for niggas even like Lil Jeff, it's like, you can't expect the nigga to not try to slide for him. This nigga allegedly got 10 bodies, so he got well respected for killing these other 10 ops or whatever the fuck the situation was. So his homies gonna look at him as a whole different person. They gonna look at him as like a superhero. So once they take the superhero, they gonna be like, I gotta do it for him, cause he would've did it for me. Or you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's no stopping this shit, bro. And it's sad to say, bro. And it's all this is black on black crime, but it's just like, this is what the government This is what the government want us to do. They want us to kill each other. They want us to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's sad, but it's just, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing we could do about it, folks. It's nothing we could do. It's crazy.
I know you aspire to move one day once you...
No? I ain't ducking my shit, boy.
Then you wanna stay?
I love the records, bustin'. I'm gonna move one day, though, but not right now.
Yeah.
I got shit going on.
But no matter how ruthless he seemed, Jeff wasn't as cold-hearted as he made himself out to be. Beneath the tough exterior, it was clear that he was self-medicating to cope with the trauma of his lifestyle. At one point, he was even seen snorting a perk mid-interview.
Now I see you over there, you getting something together.
This ain't about shit, no attention.
We ain't never seen that on DJ UTV before.
There's a lot of shit you ain't never seen.
In Albion, no matter where you go.
Sniffing. I seen this video. It's crazy that this video is playing right now, because when I first looked at this video, I didn't know who the fuck this nigga Lil Jeff was. I deadass didn't know who the fuck this nigga was. I just seen another Chicago nigga, 3 niggas, and then soon after that, I think I turned on one of his songs or something like that. I don't know. But like literally, I didn't know who this nigga was when I first watched this video. Then after, like literally right after, it's hella YouTube videos coming out. It's hella this, it's hella stories, it's hella this. Oh, he a killer, how this, that, this. You know, so then I started tapping in, you feel me? But it's crazy that this was playing, because I really didn't know who the fuck this was when this video first came on, you know what I'm saying? Like, DJU. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Seeing he was on the fast track to destruction, some interviewers, such as DJU, attempted to advise him. But being young and reckless, he wasn't really trying to hear it.
If a student graduates from this school, their future probably not looking too bright.
Wait, what you trying to say?
I'm saying there's only 2 places
So
they can end up
my future
in.
not looking bright.
I mean, I don't know if you graduate from the school or not. I don't know.
It's like, man, just look, is my future looking bright or not?
But I'm just saying, if you graduate from a killer school,
He trying to say my shit.
no, you're a rapper, so your future looks very bright. But if a young man go to a killer school, you know,
become a rapper and have bright futures. See, there you go, bingo.
Money and be wealthy.
Exactly, you could do a lot. Listen, that shit come with more. Listen, there's a lot of shit behind the scenes that I can't tell you, and that's why I'm trying to skip questions, cause I can't come on. Trying to skip the question.
Right.
Get the fuck on from this shit.
Besides, Lil Jeff had a pretty cynical outlook for someone who was barely even old enough to drink. For one thing, he was scarily at peace with the prospect of his demise, but the alleged mass murderer claimed that if he did go down, there'd be vengeance.
They say I'm dead, tell them to get back. Oh no, they still finna go spin for me though. They still finna spin for me.
That boy got caught in rap.
Yeah, or not. Folks say he still finna go spin for me. Whoever did that to me, we spinning on y'all that.
Throwing away souls like dirty napkins is crazy. Talking in pre-death is wild. At least he was prepared to go. Clearly, Bloodhound Lil Jeff wasn't scared of going down in a blaze of infamy. In fact, it appeared that he felt there was no way around it once you entered that life. In this sense, Jeff shared the same mindset as one of his rap idols, King Von.
Somebody kill somebody, everybody got family, somebody relate to him or somebody cool him, you kill him. Now everybody that he was close with is trying to kill you. It's a never ending, or they gonna let's kill somebody close to him.
Right. Hey, how does that end? How y'all stop that?
It don't stop. It's to everybody, all the people that playing the game. Gone, you see what I'm saying? It's the last man standing. It's either you gonna be in jail, you gonna die, or you getting lucky around this bitch.
Primed to keep pushing as long as he could, Lil Jeff would never back down nor retreat. So when things went left, those in the know saw it as a foregone conclusion. Inevitably though, if you knew Jeffrey, yes, inevitably. And sure enough, in the same year that he was catapulted to fame, Lil Jeff would be taken out of the picture. Considering how much dirt he did in the streets towards his rivals, Lil Jeff was already firmly on their most wanted list. But the situation escalated when he was caught in Trap City during an attempted drill. After chasing his enemies into their own territory, Jeff stormed into a house, aiming to take out an op, only to catch a bullet to the chest. And although he was rushed to the hospital, it was a little too late, as he was pronounced dead on arrival. The crime scene noted that a male victim, John Doe, was near a sidewalk when he was struck in the chest by gunfire. The victim was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. There are no suspects in custody. A large number of shell casings were located at the crime scene. Lil Jeff was gunned down at just 21 years old, and for his enemies, his death was a cause for celebration.
They say they shot that brain. Hey, twig. Hey, overpaid. What you want? Can't eat this shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, yo. I gave you that. Hold on. I gave you that. All right, bet. Pop that right now.
But to so many others like FBG Young, it was a case of a young man striving to be something to the extent that it killed him.
I feel like they die out faster because they just jumping into something they don't know the steps of it. They just like, okay, jumping in and go off to diss songs and still gotta catch the bus or still gotta ride and catch the Uber and
yeah.
Stuff like that. So they don't really know, like, a lot of things can affect you with going that route, especially when you ain't got everything taken care of already. You still a kid when you first starting off anyway. You still living with your mama. You probably ain't got no money. You gotta take these buses. You fucking with these hoes that fucking with these other people. So it's all stuff could play out, but they not knowing this at the time though.
According to Chirac experts, the death of Lil Jeff was linked to the attempted setup of a man named Trap City Rob.
You can see on the video somebody outside like talking to their girlfriend or, you know, talking to a person who they just interacted with, and you see him run down and chase the guy in the house, and then you see him flying back off the porch, and then you hear do 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 do, and the paperwork can say he was hit 19 times in the chest area.
He was shot 19
times. And that's how I think they grabbed Rob for the murder, because it's overkill. It ain't self-defense 19 times. Clearly see on camera that 4 dudes is waiting outside basically to ambush them. Like, I don't think he should be in jail, but in Chicago, they lock up the wrong people. They let out the wrong people, you know, and it's just crazy, man. But Rob, he's still up in there. He's still up in there. He got charged with the murder of Lil Jeff.
Rob was recently picked up for the murder after a witness allegedly placed him at the scene. In a bizarre twist, cops had to use 2 sets of cuffs on Rob's due to his sheer size. But with a lack of solid evidence, he was ultimately released. Rather than boasting about it, he seems more focused on moving forward.
Go ahead, yes.
He told me I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk? Yeah.
I trot Rob, what you on, gang?
What you on, gang?
You know, shit, we coolin'.
Yeah.
You right here talking.
He's scared.
As for Lil Jeff's
he don't want to die.
They
That's what it
simply
is.
saw
I
it as a
understand,
case
bro.
of squandering the potential he had. He jumped off the porch at 18, which means he had nothing to do after high school but hang with the wrong crowd, and went hard in the streets to catch up or prove himself. Having a name as an alleged killer and definitely a robber while moving around like that is like having a death wish. But while most normal people saw him as someone who simply squandered his potential and fell victim to the streets, so-called Chirocologists praised him as a legend.
Is the legions of kids on Reddit who are really like worshiping Lil Jeff for the amount of murders that he was apparently able to.
Jeffology? Yeah, there's a Jeffology.
They have a Jeffology
subreddit.
They're calling him J-Roy, which I was very into that. And one of the most damning things is like this series of emojis that he would put in his captions, in which each different emoji seemed to reference a different person. So like a lot of people have seen this like really traumatic video of basically these two high school age kids that got killed in Chicago. It's been alleged that Lil Jeff was the one who took them out.
As for his homies, the world essentially stopped. In a tribute post, Lil Scoom89 couldn't believe what happened to his fallen brother, saying, "I love you. I'ma be with you real soon." A talented rapper in his own right, Scoom had big plans for life beyond the Shy.
Where you want to be at age 33?
Somewhere in Europe in a big ass crib with my wife and kids. So not worrying about shit. My first goal now is get away from here for period point blank. Like I already don't be in this month. Like what's the point of living here for? Shit, I wanna have kids, gang. Ain't gonna lie, folks. I don't get no how tough you is on my dead cousin grave. What a real nigga scared of death and fucking jail. My cousin grave, don't let no nigga tell you they not scared of that shit.
But tragically, Scoom wouldn't get a chance to achieve any of it. Instead, he barely lasted a month before he was ambushed and murdered while simply trying to get a haircut. And with that, Chicago Drill was relieved of two of its biggest prospects for the future, leaving a glaring hole in the scene.
I feel like if they had some real guidance in their life, like motherfuckers who's really standing on them, how motherfuckers be standing on me and how I stand on my artists, and I feel like Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom, them little niggas they was something to work with. Like I ain't gonna lie, like they the new generation.
But by the sounds of it, all that despair hasn't stopped 079 Bloodhound from staying active. According to Traplore Ross, their homie and fellow rapper Q50 has recently picked up where Jeff left off. He also argues that if Jeff had survived, he would almost certainly be behind bars by now.
You know, Q50's still out here. He got arrested for a little period of time, but he got let back out, and he's just out here, you know, navigating the streets supposedly with 8 bodies. I don't know how he's not in jail. It's actually kind of baffling, this whole situation. I think if Jeff was here, he would definitely be in jail, facing really serious charges for a number of bodies that he'd allegedly committed and claimed. Those guys made it really obvious for everyone, you know.
In a rare interview, Q50, who spent time behind bars for firearm possession, insisted that he's still pushing on for his brothers in every way.
Okay, how did Lil Jeff and Scoom impact your life?
Alright, so I ain't gonna lie. When I lost my big brother, I ain't gonna lie, that shit, I'm gonna keep this shit a buck. Cause I ain't no more, you know, I ain't no lying ass nigga. That shit hurt me. That's my big brother, that's my everyday nigga. This we the same nigga, we the same brain. We think like, you know what I'm saying? We do everything together. When I'm downstairs sleep, this who coming downstairs, he don't get no fuck if I got a hole in the bed. He gonna come downstairs and wake me up just cause that's my big brother. Can't no any nigga just do that.
Already reeling from the passing of Jeff, he claimed in a moment of real vulnerability that the death of Scoom was the last straw where he was taken away.
Lil Scoom, that was my heart. Cause Lil Bro, the thing y'all don't know about Lil Bro, he had a sweet soul. Lil Bro always smiling. He bring a smile out of me, you know? Yeah. So it's like when my little brother died, and it was a month after, I took that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I had to take a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? My big brothers, they had ended up just putting me where, like, not no hospital, nothing. They just put me in a different spot so I could get my mind straight and don't move off promotion.
Later, he revealed that the loss of Philly's YBC duel affected him as well.
He doing this shit genuinely. He didn't want to fade out of nothing. Folks, I ain't like, when me and Duel get on the phone, we barely even talk about music. It's about how I'm doing right now.
That's fine.
How I'm holding up. If I need anything, long live my nigga.
In a surreal moment which depicts where we're at with drill, YBC Duel was also a collaborator of Lil Jeff and Scoom's on the track Long Live Jeffrey Dahmer. Now 7 months on from those visuals going live on YouTube, every single one of these artists has passed on. With the story of Lil Jeff, you see where the worlds of rap and the streets get far too entangled. These days, the more real life dirt you've done, the more it boosts your career. And for Chicago OGs like Tay Savage, who can see how much havoc it's wreaking, hip-hop needs to move on from that era of IG live taunting and dead op dissing.
That's telling. That's motherfucker always talking about telling, that's telling.
Like,
Try snitching, you telling on yourself.
But it's not really, okay.
You selling your soul, trying to hope a label gonna catch you or something. Like, alright, now it's cool, like, okay, I can get you probably, like you say, it's art. So I can get you maybe, alright, it's this little stigma right here, let me play on that. But when you talking about real work and you saying like,
well, goddamn, the motherfucking video done cut off on me. I don't know, my camera, I guess it was saying I was recorded for way too long, you know what I'm saying? So the shit done stopped on me, but that was the rapper who killed 11 people, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Lil Jeff, you feel me? And I don't know if y'all seen, but I ended off on the part where Tay Savage was basically saying, like, people be dressing this and they all on the internet basically saying this, basically saying that, saying you killed this, saying you robbed this nigga, saying you did this. Like, that's why y'all, most Chicago people, they can't make it nowhere because they dressed this and y'all telling on y'allself. Y'all basically saying, like, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up to say, but that's what's going on, you feel me? And that's Lil Jeff. Lil Jeff died on the head. He died blowing his gun. Like, if you gonna die, at least die blowing your gun. And if you in the streets and you doing shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Long live Lil Jeff. That was one of my, I ain't gonna say that's my favorite rapper because his shit won't like all that, you know what I'm saying? It's just his shit was real. What he was really talking about was what he was really doing. So it's like, now that you can relate, but it's like you can't say like it's cap. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these days, a lot of these rappers be cap rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that we want to listen to people that's really killing people and all this shit like that, but you know how it go, bro. People like hearing shit like that. That's just what's going on nowadays, bro. That's just what's going on, and I'm part of this new generation. That's just what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear a nigga that say, oh yeah, I body this nigga bitch. How the hell them wanna I fuck this bitch, and you ain't even do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Rather than you see this nigga, you feel me? He barely rapping, he on the internet, but as soon as he drop a song, you gonna listen to that motherfucker. It's like, oh yeah, this nigga ready to say some shit. You know what I mean? So it's just sad, but I ain't finna hold y'all head too much longer. I know this video probably long as hell. That was Lil Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section what more videos y'all want to see in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, the original link in the description, and original video link will be in the description. And I'm out. Gang gang.
I ain't trapping like I'm starving, if it's cardiac, I'm just trying to blow. My bro never upped on them goofies, so they had took his pump. Time to catch a hop, time to slide it, time to go up the smoke. Me and Millie racks up in the booth, throw the law like I'm Pat Mahomes. When I'm in the booth, probably back in the zipper, just me, Millie racks and Lee up in this bitch. Walk around with a ski, couple bats, take a snip. Yeah, I got what you need, yeah, I'm gonna make a flip. If Lil Reese, your IP, you know we gon' chop. It's too many of y'all, it's a two-man call. It's a switch on the back, yeah, you won't see it. Yeah, I'm ballin' hard, like my name's Sparta.